if the governors around the United States of the blue states and the state AGs were serious, what they would be doing is saying, by all and any means necessary, these ICE agents, these CBP agents, must be declared enemies of the blue states, and they should be arrested, sight unseen. They are a threat. We are going to recognize them as a threat. They need to be arrested. They need to be jailed. And they need to be detained. Because they are hiding their identity, we don't know which ones have done the murders. We don't know which ones have been involved in deprivation of rights. The first assumption at this point is all of them have. If one of them has, all of them has. And it's just flipping the narrative back on the Trump regime. And if the threat is that, and also the organizing force is, if we need to have a force multiplier plan, we will do that. We will deputize our citizens, prioritizing people with, maybe military training, people that were past like military police and what have you, or we'll train people up. We're going to have a local, well-regulated, armed militias to be roving where necessary, to be called up as force multipliers and arrest these agents, and they will be held indefinitely until this regime stands down, until this regime is impeached, because of all the crimes they have committed. There can be no continuation. It's not reasonable for people to expect the citizens to just sit back and take the lawlessness. It's not enough to sit there and expect people to just go along and hope that their rights are going to be respected when they get to these detainment facilities. Because so far, what we have heard is if people's name is not known when they're getting taken, they disappear and they get shuffled around all over the place. And ICE and CBP are playing games. They're denying the entry of lawful, legal inspectors that are supposed to be able to show up unannounced. Now Kristi Noem is trying to enforce some policy that they need to give them like a week. No, fuck that. Fuck that. Our tax dollars are being used to potentially deprive people of their rights and torture them and maybe murder them. We know there's evidence that somebody was most likely lynched. There's evidence some ICE agent was arrested because they were raping a woman for months, so she could in exchange to talk to her kid. It's enough. Enough is enough already. These people need to be arrested. They need to be taken off the streets. And our